Applications using rational equations. We're going to try and do some translation problems. We're going to write what you read as you read it. But first, read the whole word problem all the way through. Beware of such things as less than and subtracted from, because those you can't write the same way that you read them. They have to be written backwards. As well as this double as. When they have a double as in a problem, you really want to try and balance it out and make sure you know what they're talking about. What number must be added to both the numerator and the denominator of 16 over 21 to make the resulting fraction equal to 5 over 6? Now we're going to solve this problem even though this is not typically what you would ever do in math. We're going to take our fraction 16 over 21 and we're going to add to the numerator and we're going to add to the denominator the same number. Well, as you can tell, the result is 5 over 6. The fraction 5 over 6 is not the same as 16 over 21. So we generally don't ever add to make a fraction equal to another fraction, but this is a word problem that just wants to make sure you understand the words. So if I want to solve this word problem that now I've set up as an equation, I still need that LCM, the common denominator. And 21 plus n does not factor. 6 does, but it won't have anything common with this, so our LCM will be 6 times 21 plus n. And we're going to multiply each term in the problem by that LCM, the 6 and the 21 plus n. So we use parentheses because we have plus signs, and now we're going to reduce, clearing out the denominators. And while we're at it, we'll write down the restrictions. Anytime the variable is in the denominator, you cannot have that variable take on the value of 0. Now, the denominator cannot take on the value 0. The variable could, but just not the denominator. 6 does not equal 0, so we don't even have to worry about that part. In this equation, we would have n cannot take on the value of negative 21. So as long as that's not the answer we get for this problem, we'll be fine. Clearing parentheses, we have 6 times 16 is 96 plus 6n is equal to 5 times 21 is 105 plus 5n. We have n on both sides of the equation, so if we add the opposite, we will have 96 plus n equals 105. Adding the opposite of 96 to both sides of the equation, we have n is equal to 9. In word problems, make sure you answer in words. The number that should be added to both the numerator and the denominator is 9. If you go back and check that in the original problem, we'd have 16 plus 9 over 21 plus 9, which would be 25 over 30, which would indeed reduce down to 5 over 6.